Hello?
Hey.
Take me to your leader. And we're back.
And my camera just shut off. But it's
dang,
good. We're going to
died?
keep rolling. Yeah.
Oh, poop. Anyway, you still got audio and we got one camera rolling, so we're still good.
The main camera.
We're still giving y'all something. Welcome back to another episode of the new cool Syndicate podcast.
We get another one of those.
Shout out.
Shout out to God.
Of course.
Shout out to you if you cooked your own breakfast this morning. Today.
Oh, shout out to me. Hey,
shout out to you.
Yeah, I do my best to make sure I eat something for breakfast. I got to start my day right.
What'd you whip up?
Oh, man. Raisin Bran Crunch, eggs, coffee, water.
Raisin Bran Crunch, eggs are not a good mix.
No? Why not?
I just don't like eggs by themselves. You could bear them by themselves?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, that works for me.
Taste. Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to people. Go ahead.
Just Belgian waffles.
Bro, yeah, you were eating those when I came in. Oh, they look delicious, man. I was like, damn, I ain't had waffles in a minute. I'm a French toast type of guy.
Okay.
Shout out to people who eat French toast.
You.
All right. Where we starting today?
Let's give them some Slop Culture.
Slop Culture. I mean. Yep. First of all, rest in peace, King Von.
Oh, yeah, King Von. R.I.P, man. We were just watching a documentary with DJ Academics.
Yeah. When
it goes off, we get the news. King Von got shot.
That's wild. Like, today, so that timing is crazy. I woke up and I saw on Instagram that he was shot in Atlanta. I sent the link to you.
Oh, that was this morning.
That was this morning.
Wow.
And it said he was in critical condition. Then I came here. You were already watching the video, like you said. That's wild.
Oh, dang. The timeline.
So rest in peace, King Von, man. A lot of influence that guy had. So here's the thing that made him special or polarizing. It's his... what do you want to call it? It's the image. It's the lifestyle, right? It's that gangster thug lifestyle, right?
The bravado of I'm going to do whatever I want. I'm going to take whatever I want.
Yep.
And you can't stop me type shit.
Yep.
Man, it's just crazy.
And this is regardless of the era, it's always been a fascination with people. So you could go back to I don't know, Capone, right? Or John Dillinger, those type of guys, like anybody who just outlaws type of people.
What's that guy's name? American Gangster. Frank Lucas.
Frank Lucas, yeah. Another example. Ricky Ross, how all those guys, right? It's just people who do what they want. And it's like, well, some of them, right, don't have an option.
Right.
They're not about to get a job. They're born into a certain type of lifestyle that is the only lane for them.
It's like a sink or swim survival type thing.
Exactly. It's like, as far as humans are concerned, it's the ultimate version of a jungle, survival of the fittest.
Right.
It's the most physical representation of it in this modern era. Back then you had like warriors and stuff, right? Who were the best of the best, the elite.
Shaka Zulu with the fucking spear and whatnot.
Yeah. But now those guys are either like they're UFC fighters, right? or they're these criminals. Of course there's not criminals to him. That's a terrible use of word. The outlaws, the people who gotta do what they gotta do, you know what I mean? Not to even paint them in a bad picture at all. It's just the ones who are in that lifestyle.
Certainly.
Yeah.
It's a high risk, high reward type thing.
Exactly.
You're outside with all your chains. Like, oh man, people are looking at you. They want what you have.
Status symbol for sure. It's a dominance thing too. It's like they're outside the stereotypical hierarchy, that matrix. And we'll talk about that in a minute because I have a topic that relates to it. But to relate to the point you were saying, it's a status symbol. It shows who you are in society, like you're royalty in a sense. You're different. You're just built different. It's a different type of energy.
He was royalty. King Von.
King Von, exactly. So on the other side of that, when you look at the music he put out, it was fire. His music, it's the energy behind it, the storytelling and everything. It's hard.
Man, and
it's
they're
hard.
true stories. Like,
it's hard.
that's the crazy part about it.
Sheesh, man. So even the story, the mystique about him, the stories, the alleged cases that he beat. Like,
oh no, he for sure shot somebody.
He did some shit. I mean, it's quite hobby. But the point I'm making with that is like, eventually the energy you put out comes back to you.
Probably 10 times fold.
So as shocking as it was, at the same time, part of me was like, I'm not really surprised. That was the life he was living.
It's like to live by the gun, die by the gun.
Exactly. I'm not saying it's right, but it comes back to you. So yeah, that was the point that we were making on Slop Culture. Rest in peace, King Von.
R.I.P.
Shout out to his family. Where we at next?
Give him some lovers and friends.
Or something lighter. Something lighter.
Yeah, a little something.
All right. So here's a question for you. A question for us both to answer. Would you date a girl who's better than you at everything?
So when you say everything, are we talking ping pong?
Yes.
We're talking about video games.
Yep.
We're talking about push-ups.
Yeah, just random things that, like, she likes to challenge you to stuff, and
always
she's
win.
better at you. Yeah,
well,
better than you.
I don't know, man. It's like we have a certain level of like, we got to be dominant. We got to freaking be the one in the relationship that can do it all.
And I know you're competitive. Like,
oh, certainly.
Yeah.
So it's like, we're gonna rematch. You got me fucked up.
You got to run that back ASAP. I ain't going out like that, bro. We were on the beach. Go ahead.
Oh, we were on the beach. Go ahead.
We were on the beach. It was me and you, and we were playing catch. And like you were like throwing rockets. There were, other people out there.
To the test. Like, you're gonna catch this.
Yeah, for sure. Not. I'm like, relax, bro. Relax.
Like, no, there's no relaxing.
Exactly. Go
ahead. 0 or 10.
Go ahead.
But yeah, how would you feel if she would visibly hold back her talents and skill just to make you?
Ooh,
you know what I mean? Would
no.
that make you feel like a poo butt?
A poo butt. I ain't never heard that. I don't know. I feel like at least whoop me. You know what I mean? At least whoop me. Don't hold back. And then what if she holds back and still beats me? Like that's a double slap in the face. That's a 2-piece. I feel like he's a perfect example. I was playing UFC a few weeks ago, and my lady was there. She was like, "Teach me how to play." I literally laughed. I was like, "Oh, you're serious?" I gave her the controller. This is how you punch. This is how you kick.
Right, the basics.
Yeah. So I'm trying to show off a little bit. I take her down and I put her in a submission. And I'm like, oh, this is how you get out of a submission. Not expecting her to do it at all because I struggle with submissions myself.
Right.
I'm like, put her in a choke. And she's like,
Oh, she figured that shit out.
Like, what the fuck? She got out of it. I'm like, all right, that's a fluke. That's a fluke, right? Mm-hmm. So I put her in another submission. I'm like, all right, now I'm focused. And she's like, gets out of it again. I'm like, what the fuck? So
you must have been using your created player.
Oh, well then not even that. Just random fighter. So then I just, grounded and pounded. She couldn't stop that. Yeah.
Oh, like those fucking elbows we saw.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
savage.
Goodness.
Those are brutal. I can't take an elbow to the face. That's wild.
Man's took like 4 or 5 of them before he was. It's the worst.
Cut open too. Nasty. Where we at?
We got some new cool for him.
Hold on. I lost it. Oh, yeah. All right, so next topic. New Cool Testament. We got a question for you. Is it naive to believe the world can be harmonious? Okay, so I'll start with this one. I'll relate this back to The Matrix, as I prefaced earlier or mentioned earlier. There's a scene in the first one. I don't care if you saw it or not.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I don't care if you saw it or not. There's a scene with the architect, and the Neo is asking them questions. The architect basically tells him he's created the Matrix this many amount of times. You all can't get it right. You all aren't meant to exist in harmony. So he basically says that. Now, in the movie, without us making this a religious thing, one could say the architect would be God and Neo is Jesus and all the incarnations of Neo are the You know what I mean?
Interesting.
It's all repetitive. These are all theories of the movie, but one could say it makes sense. You could see how it's sensible.
As far as giving the human race chance after chance after
Yeah,
chance.
you all
we still
can't get
go
it right.
War, jealousy,
Yeah.
envy.
Yeah, we're flawed. So that's what makes me think, like, can we even exist peacefully, right? That's the main question. Let me get your thoughts on that.
I feel like as humans, if we were created to be harmonious with each other, then that's what the fuck we would be. But at the same time, we are on this so-called journey of being better people.
Sure.
So if everyone's on this fucking journey and no one's quite reached it yet,
Right. How long
like,
is it going to take? What are we doing?
I don't know. What are we doing wrong? What are we doing right?
It's been, I don't even want to put out let's just throw thousands. What's this? Thousands. I'm going to leave it at that. Mankind has been around thousands of years. We can't get it right. What's really going wrong with us? There's so many theories and stuff on that, but
We'll leave it open-ended for them. Let them think about it.
Yeah, just something to think about. I think we all have different, first of all, there's different classes of people. I think there's always going to be that. The top, middle, the bottom. The bottom is always going to, resent their lifestyle.
But at the same time, I feel like there should be some type of classes, because if we were all in the same fucking class, then who's going to do the oil change? Who's going to bake the bread?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like shit like that.
And it's just a point to make. The people are like too different, I think, to ever fully really get along. I don't know. I'm not a professor in philosophy and
It's
nothing.
all good,
like,
man.
it's just a thought. I think there's too many differences, too many different classes, too many different backgrounds, too many different people with different experiences that want different things. Like, it's always going to be a clash of some sort. I don't think there could be a perfect harmony. Another point of that is like why I think politics are silly to me to an extent. Of course, you got to have people who set rules and laws, that are in the best ideas for the people or whatever.
For the people, they better include them fucking selves too.
Sure. Oh, they always look out for themselves. But the point with that is they're also selling dreams. Like, you vote for me, the world's going to be a better place. Like, not in this particular election, but just in politics in general. Right. They're selling dreams all the time. So
more talk than action type stuff.
Yeah. So I'm like, isn't it naive to think that something like that is going to make significant change in the world? I don't know. Just to make things a better place. I think it's kind of naive. That's just my take on it.
Yeah, that's a good take, because it's not going to get better unless we better ourselves.
That's where it starts, but that's all you could do. I think that's the goal. Work on yourself. Try to be the best version of you and spread
don't change
that
the world.
Yeah, for sure.
Change
For
yourself
sure.
first. I fuck with that.
Yeah, be the light.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
your new Buddhism's
Testament
treating you right, man.
Huh?
Your new Buddhism's treating you right.
Yes, as a new member of the Buddhist Society, I've learned quite a few things. Yes, that is our thing. Yep. Let's see. Oh yeah. So you got a fun topic for us. So next is our bar hopping segment. So you got a bar for us today.
Underlying racism in society.
Boom, boom, pop, yeah, yeah. Let's see. Let's get into it. What you got for us?
All right. So far, we have the comparison of the great white shark. And then there's the black whale, which they call the killer whale.
Okay. Boom.
Why you gotta be a killer? Why you gotta stereotype him?
Why you gotta be all that? A lot of animals are killers, like not the killer lion.
That's what I was just thinking. That's not his name.
Yep. But the big black whale is the killer whale. Go ahead. That's one. That's a bar.
That's one. All right. Now we have the game of chess.
Okay.
In chess, there's the white boards and then the black boards.
Okay.
Are they boards? No, they're pieces.
Okay.
Either way, the white piece goes first.
Either way?
Yeah.
That's a rule in chess?
That is a rule in
I didn't know
chess.
that. Huh. Okay. I guess you could say the same for checkers too, because red goes before black.
Oh, it does?
They say fire before smoke or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a little rule.
So that's interesting. Okay, that's 2. You got another one?
Another one. In pool, the game of pool, 8-ball pool, all the colors are knocked off consistently.
Right.
Which ball is the last one standing?
The black ball.
No.
The cue ball.
Which is?
The white ball. Oh shit! No. Conspiracy. Fascinating. Fascinating. Any more?
All right, my last thought. This goes back to our anime, card playing days.
Sure.
We have the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Okay.
It has 8 stars, 3,000 attack,
Okay.
2,500 defense. Its description:
Beast.
this legendary dragon is a powerful engine of destruction, virtually invincible. Very few have faced this awesome creature and lived to tell the tale.
Okay. Blue Eyes White Dragon.
The White Dragon. For a Red Eyes Black Dragon, 1 less star.
But very well renowned in the show. Super popular card.
Certainly. We have the attack at 2,400, 600 less than the White Dragons. The defense, 500 less than the White Dragons. The description: a ferocious dragon with a deadly attack.
Yeah, but what else?
That's it.
What do
It's
you
not
mean?
legendary. It's not. You know what I mean?
That's fucked up. That's all right. So for Blue Eyes White Dragon, it says it's a ferocious. What does it say?
It's a ferocious. No, this legendary dragon is a powerful engine of destruction. Virtually invincible. Very few have faced this awesome creature and lived to tell the tale.
And then the black dragon, it says
a ferocious dragon with a deadly attack. With a deadly attack, not even a few.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's funny though. Like,
got a few?
This one just bites hard. Let me see. I got one. All right, so Dragon Ball Z, right? One of my favorites, old school favorites. I don't watch Super. I feel like I'm too old to get back into it. Dragon Ball Z. You know how they're in the city when a new villain arrives that's terrorizing civilians? They got all their characters running out in the street screaming. You'll see the random black characters pop out like, oh no, what's going on?
Right.
And they look so like these big ass lips. Lips take up half of their face and they just look ridiculous, right? So they just do black people crazy. Then another example, Mr. Popo, the blackest of the blacks.
For sure.
I saw a meme of Mr. Popo today. It was Super Saiyan Trunks and Super Saiyan Goten. He was holding both of them, one in each hand. They were trying to fly away, and he was just holding them. And the meme said, y'all telling me Mr. Popo could hold 2 overpowered Super Saiyans in each hand, and he never joined the Z Fighters?
That is a brilliant
That's
point.
it. Yeah.
That nigga must be strong.
Bro. And we would never know. He'd just be chilling the whole time at Kami's house.
It's all that black.
Yeah, he'd just be like, hey, wait for Goku, man. Like, you don't want to do nothing, Mr. Popo? You know you can save the world. Nah, Goku got it.
For real.
I'm cool. But yeah, Dragon Ball Z makes black people look stupid. Stupid. What's another one?
What you got?
So Naruto makes black people look really cool.
I've never seen a black person in Naruto.
Right, because you haven't gotten to Shippuden. You never really
Shippuden?
got to it. Shippuden, yep.
Yeah, the last part I watched was the Shonen exams.
See?
Shonen
Okay,
exams.
so you're not up on it. So
Right.
in the time skip, they go to the village in the thunder or the cloud. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. It's one of those. But it's a village of basically black people. They got Killer B who raps. So he raps, of course. And his raps are trash, but he's super powerful. So he's a very big, important character. So I guess they kind of cut him some slack. But all the other people in that village are dope, super powerful, super respected, and they don't play.
What do they look like? Are they like lean and like big,
very,
tall?
very. One of the main leader, the Raikage, strongest, fastest, biggest, most intimidating, characters in that time period.
Okay,
yeah,
for sure.
Beast.
I'm gonna have to check up on that.
Nah, you ain't never gonna get around to it. You
Just
you
Wikipedia,
too far back.
Just check out his fucking character.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
My bad. But yeah, that was the point Michael was trying to make. Those are a lot of questionable racism.
We just having fun, man. It's all good. Acceptance.
Nah, something fun to think about. Yo, that white dragon, black dragon thing. When you showed me that, I was like befuddled. That's crazy. That's crazy. They showed them no love. All right, let's do a quick wrap up.
Wrap it up then.
First topic we had was Slop Culture. Rest in
R.I.P.
peace.
King Von.
Yep. The gangster, thug, what else? The guy who, you could even say the entrepreneur, right? The person who does what it takes to get what they want. Unstoppable force, regardless of what you want to call it. That energy is like very polarizing. I think that's what works for a lot of like rappers. That image, that's something that's cool. Just that energy of doing what you want. Rest in peace, King Von. The other side of that too is the energy you put out comes back to you.
Certainly.
Yeah, so keep that in mind. Next topic we had was lovers and friends. Funny question. We were wondering what would it be like if our girlfriends were better at us than everything? And it's like always
it's impossible.
Not gonna happen. Except now I don't play UFC anymore because next topic we had was,
is it naive to think the world can be harmonious?
For sure. For the New Cool Testament, that was the question. Just something to think about. Like, we have too many differences as a society, as humans. Like, is that even a thing, or is it naive to think the whole world could be in world peace? I don't know.
Just feel like work on your self peace, and then that'll emanate into the world.
Yeah, focus on that. Last topic we had was the bar. Yeah, go ahead.
Underlying racism in society.
So many funny examples on that. Yeah, we're not trying to get too deep with it.
Right,
or nothing. Just having fun with it. All right.
We love you, white people.
Yeah, socials.
At It's Me, the Micah.
Yep. At WTF_IRA. The New Cool Syndicate is on Instagram at The New Cool Syndicate, and we are on YouTube. All right. The last episode just came out, so yeah, it's on there. Go check that out.
Go get a long sleeve.
Oh yeah, it's that season. We got long sleeves coming up for you. Yep, soon.
Stay tuned.
Yep, stay tuned. All right. On that note, this has been another episode of the New Cool Syndicate podcast. Thank you for listening. Ciao.